Welcome to the Python Learn Together, Code Together. Now let's see something more about list. So I will open my Python interpreter or Python IDE, and here now we will see the append in the list. That means append means something. If you want to add it to the list, add means it is not a concatenation, like it is like if you want to add some more elements to the existing list, then we can do append. For example, if I have the list called my list equals to list are enclosed in square brackets that I told, and my list equal to 1 2 3 4, and I will close this. Now I declared the variable my list, that is the list data type, and I initialized my list with 1 2 3 4. And now if I want to add, you can see just my list. Okay, it is 1 2 3 4. So now if I want to add some after 4 5 6 7 8 to the existing my list, one way I can do is I can create another list, that is for example, my list 1 equals to 5 6 7 8, and I can concatenate these two, like my list plus my list 1, like that I can do. Or else I can append the elements to this existing list. By using the append, we are adding the elements to the list from the last end. That means after 4, for example, I will show how to append any elements to the list. So I am appending to the my list. The list name is my list. My list is the my list variable. So here my list dot append, this is the syntax, my list dot append. And here what I have to add, if I want to add 5, then I will close this and I will click enter. So now the 5 is appended to the my list. So if I check my list, you can see it is 1 2 3 4 5. For example, if I have the list, okay, new, I will call that as a new equals to my list is A B C D. I will close this. Okay, now this has to be enclosed in quotes because this is the character, and I corrected it and I will click enter. Now the new the list called new is assigned with A B C D. So now if I want to append something, after that I will append XYZ to this ABCD list new. So what I have to do means new, that is the list name or the list variable name, new dot append, and here inside the flower bracket we need to add, okay, I want to add X. Okay, I will close this and I will click enter. Now it is appended at the last. That means here after D, now X is there. So now we can check new, you can see ABCDX. Now I will just try to append to YZ at the same time. I will see whether it's possible or not. New dot append Y and comma Z. Okay, I think we will see what it will give the error, or it will append or not. You can see it will give you the error because append takes exactly one argument, 2 is given. Remember this, the append we can give only one at a time. That means after D, if I want to append E, so I can append E at the last. That means after D it will come the whatever the next character we are giving or whatever the data we are giving, it will come at the last. Only one is possible. You cannot able to append like this. This is not possible in Python. So you can so if you want to add X Y Z 3 things, then you have to write this new dot append Y and new dot append Z. Okay, now if I check the list new, you can see ABCD and XYZ. Okay, that is the append function in Python. or append method. It's called as the append method in the list. And now we will see the assignment through slicing. That means we already know what is slicing. So if I have the list, okay, my list, what is there in my list? It is 1 2 3 4 5. If I want to change 2 3 4, if I want to change this 2 3 4 to something like 8 9 10, I will just clarify that in notepad. Okay, initially I have my list is 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, I will zoom this. Initially I have in the list called my list, I have the elements 1 2 3 4 and 5. Now I want to change this to 1 comma 2 comma 6 comma 7 comma 5. No, 6 comma 7 comma and 8. Like this I want to change. So one way is like okay, I will make like this. Okay, one way is like we have to use the index method. That means what's that? Here my list, since the list is immutable, we can use the index method to change or to edit the this data, the elements inside this my list. So one way I can do this is my list of 0 1 and 2. This 3 has to be replaced with, here you can see this 3 has to be replaced with 6. So my list of 0 1 2, 2 is equals to 6. Okay, 2 is equal to 6. This is the one way. And similarly we have to write my list of 3 is equal to 7, and my list of what is that, 3 after 4 is equals to 8, like that. So 0 1 2 3 4, or you can use minus here, minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, like that also you can use. But instead of that, in a single code we can able to change all those elements. That is by slicing, assignment through the slicing. That means what I will do means, my list, here it is 0th index, 1th index, and it is the 2. So my list starting from 2 till the end. Okay, so here till the end I want, so nothing, I will just leave empty. Okay, equals to what I have to give, 6 7 8. Okay, so 6 comma 7 comma 8, like this I will give, and I will click enter. Now you can check the my list value, it is 1 2 6 7 8. Okay, this is called as the append by slicing. So if we want to, if I have my list, I will add some 2 to 3 elements. Okay, now what I will do means, my list of this one I will make it as before, that means 3 4 and 5. Okay, then I will append something, append after 5. Now I will make this one as 6 7 8, like this I will make. Okay, here append, no, not append, for which my list dot append, my list dot append, I have to append 6. Okay, and here I want to append 7 and 8. Now you can see my list, it has 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That is means this is now my list. So now what I have to do means, I have to change this to 6 7 8 and 6 7 8, like this I have to change. That means instead of 3 4 5 I want 6 7 8. But here are some elements that should not change, and here also some elements that should not change. Only this middle part of this list have to be changed with 6 7 8, or instead of 6 7 8 we use some characters. There has to be A B and C, like this I have to make. Okay, A B C and 6, like this I have to make. Means 3 4 5 has to be changed with A B C in this. For that, what I have to do means I can simply use the slicing method, slicing technique, append by slicing. So for that, what I will do means okay, I will just my list here. The same thing we have to do here also. My list starting from 2 colon from 2 means 0 1 2 until it is 3rd index, 4th 5. We have to write 5 because it will take till, okay, here I will write even the index number. I will write this is the index number, don't confuse. 0 and it is 1 and it's 2 and it's 3 and it's 4 and okay, 4 and it's 5 and it's 6 and it's 7, or it is like in the below of 7 it is -1, that I will write. The below of 7 it is -1 and okay, yeah, -1 and here it is -2. Okay, it is followed like this. I think you come to now understand this. 7 is -1, 6 is -2, like this it will continue. So here what I will do write means from 2, it is started from 0, it is the 0 and it is 1 and it is 2. I have to replace this with A, B and C. So till 5 means here it is -3. So here what I will write means -3. I can write -3 or -3 means it will consider only till here. So only this 3, 4, 5 will be affected. But we have to write the index to this. That means index value of this, because the last index is that means it is excluded. So we have to write till this. So only these 3 are affected. So I have to write 2 colon -3, or you can even write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead of -3 you can even write 5. Okay, then I will close this and I will equal to in the square brackets and A, oh sorry, I just clicked the enter, A comma, okay, A comma and B comma C. Like this I have to write and I will click enter. Now you can see my list. My list is equals to 1, 2, A, B, C and 6, 7, 8. Like this we can use the slicing technique in order to alter the list. And next one is the length, the len function. This length function even supports for the list. Let's check. Now I have the my list, and what I will do means I will just call length of my list and I will click enter. You can see it is 8. That means it consists of the 8 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 elements. So the length function, len function, it returns the total number of elements in this list. That's also applicable. The length function is also applicable for the list. And now what I will do means I will try to use the nested list. Nested list means it is a list which contains the list. That means it is like here I have one list. It is 1 comma 2 comma, and inside this another list is there. That is 3 comma 4. This is another list. Then 5 comma 6, like this. Here this is our main list. This is one of the main list, that is the starting from here till end of the here, and these are all the elements. This is one element, this is one element, and this is one element, and this is one element, and this is one element. Careful, this whole is one element inside this list, but inside this sub list there are again 2 elements. This is called as the nested list. Okay, this is called as the nested list. So here, for example, if I have okay, here I have 1, 2, A, B, C, 6, 7, 8. Now what I will do means, okay, now leave that. Now what I will do means, simply I will a equals to, I will create one list, that is this one only we will create, a equals to 3 comma 4. I created one list. Okay, now I will create another list, that is b equals to 1 comma okay, b equals to 1 comma 2 comma, and here it is, this is my list that I declared as a, so I will call here it as a 1 comma 2 comma a comma 5 comma 6, and I will close this. Now b is called as the nested list because b has one list, that is a. Now I will click enter, and now if I type b, you can see 1 2 3 4, this is one of the list that is the inside this main list, so it is called as the nested list. I think you hope understand what is the nested list. If we check the length of this nested list, I will check length of b. Okay, now b is my nested list. You can see it is 5, but here 6 are there. Don't confuse, here the 5 is given based on 1 2, and this much is 3, this much is 3, and this is 4, and this is 5, like that. So it will give the length of b. So now if in the indexing also, the indexing the nested list, okay, now we will see how to index the nested list. That means if I want to access the first element, I will just type b, that means b index of 0. Then if I give enter, I will get the 1. Okay, this is 1. Then if I type, this is the 0th index, 1th index, and it is the 2th index. So here if I type b of index 2, then you can see it is 3 comma 4. That means in the index 2, this list is there, so it is giving the complete list. Okay, when we just call from this index by using b comma 2, we will get the complete index. So if I want to particularly access this 4 or this 3, the element inside the index and inside the index, the element which is inside the main list and which is inside this sub, that means inside this sub list. Sorry, I think I told that as index, that is the list. Okay, inside the main list and inside the sub list, then I can access by b of the index value. What is this? 2, because it is 0 1 and 2, so I will call this as 0, the b of 2, and again you have to index 0 and 1. This is 0, in this sub list it is 0 and it is 1, so I will type here 1 and I will click enter. Means it is the b is the main our list variable. In that b, it is the second index, that means 0 1 and 2, and in that it is the first, that means now it is equal to 4. We will check, it is equals to 4. Like this we can access the nested index elements. I think you hope clear with the nested index, and thank you.